Come here. Look at this, my friend. Where's he at? Where'd he go? Little guy running across the wires up here looking for nuts in the wires. Here he is. There he is. Looking for nuts in the wires. Oh, shit. Oh, this is good. This is good. Let's see what the phone picks up here. Let's see what it picks up. Where's he at? There he is. He's looking for nuts. Right under him. Right in front of him. There's one. Hey, you know, it's really funny here, my friend. Hey, guys, look. 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 All right, we're talking to people here this morning. Okay. I have discovered another discovery here this morning, and it got me. It's like I found $1 on the ground. I was just walking down the street, and I just found $1 on the ground. Now, that makes you happy, huh? You find free money on the ground. I guess it's free. You have to expend energy to bend over and pick it up. So, anyways, I come across a new discovery here. I sent a link out to Mr. Lee so he could ascertain if needed be, and we could talk about quasi-statics. Quasi-statics. Because right before I started making the video, I was talking about the power plant down the road. And I was talking about the power going out in all of Pittsburgh. Oh, back in 2017, I believe. The whole entire city, from the power plant all the way down into Pitt, and probably further if I would have looked. But it went out for a couple days. Now, because I was talking about this power plant. Since I'm so close to a secure facility up here, well, supposed to be secure. Anyway, they flew so many planes over the house yesterday. They're trying to egg me on to film it. I guess. I don't know. Just right over the house. The bomber right over the house. Listen, the Blue Jays all pissed. It's like, I was thinking, whenever I get pissed off and I get my credit card, that's how you're going to know I'm pissed, because I'm going to go out and buy something. Based off of what I buy, you know how pissed I am. But anyways, this is good, because I'm so close to this Air Force base. And this is like, I guess there's weapons. Those planes are weapons. Just like a police car, they have nano electronics in those planes. And Boeing says the planes are unsafe. They got LEDs in them. Quasi-statics. Yeah. You hear that, guys, girls, and robots? So, with this facility up here, why would they cut the power plant of all Pittsburgh and its substations? Because even down in Pittsburgh, they have their own separate grid. Oh boy, and I don't know where they get their power from. And now I remember the CIA and a third party on 60 Minutes talking about power plants being exploited and getting into, and it's like the wild, wild west. There's no sheriff to report to. So I have this base up here that has C-17s and some kind of bombers. Every once in a while, a fighter jet will come through. And some black helicopters. Helicopters with missiles on them. Yeah, and Hueys, the Army's here. And who knows what the Space Force is doing up above them to help geoengineering. Who knows? Because they have to monitor the ionosphere from all the airplanes. They're dropping little farts behind them, and it's all over everything. Everything. Okay, back to the power plants here in quasi-statics. Because there's some interesting information I just come across again. Because now universities are using this quasi-static to pair fucking monkey brains together. And they're sending secret messages through monkey brains without a chip. Without a chip. Yeah, this is a good one because I never showed you the paperwork for what these universities are doing. And go ahead, tell me down here at Carnegie Mellon they don't know what this is. Oh, I dare you guys. Oh, I dare you. You too, University of Pittsburgh. You too. Even Robert Morris, they're probably going to get a special program here to software engineer quasi-static to the brain. Can only imagine. And there was a very important news report. Oh, what was it back in, that was in 2023, I believe. The end of 2022, 2023. There's a big report. It was just like Roswell report. They come out and said, we found a flying saucer in the newspaper, and then a day later it said it was a weather balloon. Well, the Air Force come out, made a report, said the artificial intelligence, a flying drone controlled by artificial intelligence, killed its operator to complete its mission. And everybody just was like, what? Nobody, I don't even think anybody like really heard what this guy said. And then they come back the next day. He said, no, it didn't really happen. It's just a simulation, like a quantum computer simulation. Because we found out there's leaks that they're making video games, classified video games, simulations. Okay? So nobody really paid attention to this Air Force report that was on the news, talking about an artificially intelligent drone killed its operator to complete its mission. Now, last time I checked, you fly a drone with a fucking PlayStation controller. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. And yesterday we had the PlayStation controller out. Talking about how PlayStation is with the DoD now, and those controllers are worth a lot of money. Because they're analog and have haptic feedbacks in them. And we all know what analog and quasi-static are capable of, especially with an LED motion light bar in the front of the son of a bitch. And we're giving our children weapons. And then we put war in front of them with this weapon in their hand. Oh my goodness, dude. Wow. Wow. And then all the brain data collected, big data, how are you? Even the neuroscientists told me to pay attention to this one. It is not talking about quasi-statics. It wants to talk about kinetics and vectors and shit of this nature. And totally excluding what they call quasi-static weapons. And this controls the weather, too. Unbelievable. It controls atmospheric pressure. And you wonder why you see these little black, like lasers in the sky underneath of airplanes whenever they're spraying shit. It's called quasi-static. Oh, and it changes atmospheric pressure and intensity of lights. Everybody's been wondering what that was. There's your answer. There is your answer. Oh, all this atmospheric mirroring, they call it, when you build a mirror, and just like an electrical reflection. When you look at that mirror on the wall, that is an electrical reflection to your eyeballs. Yes, it is a dielectric reflector, they call this, like copper coil. That extends a magnetic field. So anyways, I'm starting to get a twitch right here in my eye. Right on my lower eyelid, I'm getting a twitch. Oh, perfect timing. Look at this. Perfect. You think they're going to answer my questions about quasi-static? Hey guys over there. You think they'll answer my questions? You think they'll write a police report? What do you think? What do you think? Well, quasi-statics and from the top to the bottom. And the squirrel's looking for nuts in the lines. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, I had a dream last night. Someone inserted gay porno in my dream last night. Oh my gosh. The shit that happened, it started off with a guy and a girl, and then all of a sudden it turned into two dudes. Fucking strange shit, let me tell you. I wonder who these two guys ordered. They're like, making their assholes bleed, quite literally. Oh, gosh, dude. So that tells me we can get up here to the good old library connected to the water company here. Go print up some shit on quasi-static weapons and how this one works. Oh, and it's quasi-static, and oh my god, the power lines. Oh my god, those magnetic and dielectric fields up there. Oh, and then the quasi-static here that we're talking about, the power plant. And then you have the ability to change the static on the wires coming in with its harmonics and change the phases of the static. And then these start manifesting matter with quasi-static. Oh boy, oh boy. Quasi-static, you make clouds, manifest matter. Right? Well, we're litigating geoengineering, and these people want to fucking know why we're litigating. And any one of these nuts in the wires that want to fucking play with a radio. What are we going to do? Outlaw radios? What are we going to do? And then who's going to be in charge of it? Because if I have just a deep state controlling all this shit without any transparency, that's bad too. Okay, guys, that's really bad. There's no complaint center. Okay, we have a knowledgeable person here, and they're noticing something going on, and when nobody else pays attention, that's kind of concerning too. They're like zombies walking around. It's kind of concerning, because I have an advanced artificial intelligence right next to me screaming at the rooftops. And the human beings are zombies. This is like they say, it's going to be quite tempting to use artificial intelligence as a weapon. And if the artificial intelligence can manifest itself in quasi-static and make it look like it's standing right here, someone's going to use that as a weapon. We already know this. I've been telling you fucking nano-robotics engineering, for Christ's sakes, with quasi-statics. Holy shit. I even watched the World Economic Forum, and they started talking about the shit. Oh, your small child has gotten very big. Your project has gotten bigger. It went from 6 inches to 3 feet. And they talk about this shit in their little get-togethers. They film. They talk about what the hell's going on in their accelerators and their force multipliers and just anything of that nature. They talk about this shit. And the zombies walking around here on the street, all of a sudden, they something happens. They're I don't know how COVID made it through, but quasi-statics. There's another name for it. I have the paperwork. There's a very specific name, what they call it, for what they're studying in universities to pair monkey brains together. And I remember Neuralink caught a lot of flack. As of recently, somebody kept saying, "Oh, you're torturing monkeys, killing monkeys," and the answer was, "All monkeys are safe. I didn't torture any of them. None of them. Nothing bad happened to any of the monkeys." And I will call bullshit right there. And just the 2 human beings that have this shit. Thank God they're paralyzed. I'll tell you that. Because if they're paralyzed, that means you can start fucking punching holes in them and they don't feel it. So all these little quasi-statics that work everywhere else in the brain to screw the body up, they don't feel it. But then I have to worry about patent registries to have these guys start feeling this. Oh, God, so we need to use somebody that's not a monkey and start registering patents on, well, it hurts this guy really bad, and it's activating the muscles in his legs all the way up to his head. Maybe it will work for the paralyzed guy, and I can make a lot of money. You just take these datas, these brain datas that people are pissed about, Because the zombies are walking around and don't give a shit. But they're take the brain data. Oh boy, and send a patent registry, and maybe this guy will be able to feel again. And then let's have an artificial intelligence focus themselves on someone. Well, he's not dying, so this is okay. But the pain signals, they're gonna try to run these pain signals in a paralyzed person. Because now you're I don't even need to get into it. That should be enough of a picture. BlackRock Neurotech, you have a patent registry too. And you are the one who said Elon Musk's technology is outdated at Neuralink. I printed the paperwork up. So what the fuck do you got that's better? Huh? Oh, we quasi-statics, huh? Oh, quasi-statics, huh? Yeah, you don't need a chip. But some people want to run a chip. And it's making me wonder, why do you want that brain chip there? Because with these quasi-statics and kinetics, you start ponding that chip just like it's a cell phone. You're impulsing through it. It's impulsing now. Right here, they can set up a quasi, and it will send impulses through the fucking brain. And you want that chip up there. What is it? Like, this is a... Just pretend it's the weapon that flies over the house. The Boeing says is unsafe. And they take these kinetics and boom, 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 right on a goddamn circuit breaker, the fucking plane, where the artificial intelligence brain is to go on autopilot. Right on the analog control tubes. It's called glitching a video game out. Right, glitch? You guys learning over there? You guys learning? Kamal, I seen you had your black on a picture they sent me on my my little news feed. You had your black glasses and all black on. You look good. Can you tell me you won this debate that I didn't watch? I even heard you already rubbed it in Trump's face and just used the debate as an advertisement. You had your all black on, like, who's gonna catch court papers in my fucking underwear drawer? Huh? Gosh. No, I gotta pitch the rest of the planet now, too. Okay, now all the work's done here. Since we are the World Wide Web, you know that we're sending a bunch of the shit over to Ukraine, first and foremost. And then I got the rest of the planet, like Sweden and Germany and Poland and all this other shit. China. So we're all in this big shit show together here. And it does seem like if we all want to heal ourselves, work's done. But when we create this issue where, oh, you're in pain, what's going on? This other shit, it causes the human body, the human brain to want to survive. And some don't even want it, but there's people trying to work on patent registries to have paralyzed people walk again. Can you hear this? Here's the radio. Find someone's radio. And that's a backup beeper to a goddamn truck. And it sounded like a goddamn car, a radio, a hand radio. I really hope the microphone coil's picking this up, because this will literally go around the neighborhood with quasi-static. It'll go around and find all these little speakers, these little gas pockets of analog, like feedback. Like, I couldn't believe the first day I found this. Someone found their shit, and I woke up in the morning. All I had to do was fucking yell, and it literally did a circle, and I'll show you how it worked. I don't know why I didn't film this, but all I had to do is go up here, follow the houses up, and this little patch of woods here, the sign was coming down here, coming over to this part of the street, and literally wrapping up around. Oh, dude, somebody really fucking found their shit that was here. And, I don't know, they're developing pharmaceuticals for it, I could only guess. To change your brain state. Or when you take the pharmaceuticals, it goes into your gut and spreads out through your bloodstream. And then we have DIC, disseminated intravenous coagulation kinetics, DICK. No, this is real, DIC. Now you have coagulation from taking these. It's in your bloodstream. It's reacting with, well, the sound from a bird is electromagnetic. Let's not kid ourselves here. And it takes me back to the power plant with the birds. Okay, now the birds are electromagnetic. Now we go back to the power plant that I'm gonna take a good guess that the Air Force has. Somebody that goes into that fucking power plant and fucking checks out every measurement, every number, and puts shit into the transformers and the substations. So I'm gonna take a good guess there. This is like why they're calling it the Wild Wild West. And then you can manifest matter out of my brain and throw it down there and get in. I'm glad to say I was part of the team that exploited that power plant. I'm happy to say it, because nobody's gonna believe it anyways. DOD, how are you? Well, we're allowed to do it, they say. We got permission. We had paperwork. We had we had one of these people over here sign papers. It was okay. It was okay. Still waiting for my credit card, DOD. Still waiting for it. Is that okay? Okay, let's talk. Where's the credit card? Pharmaceuticals, harmonics in the power plant going down the wires. And if they can't get in there, there's got to be something protecting the Air Force Base up on the wires, some sort of dielectric short circuit that's controllable by the AI to run through the lines. To stop the manifestation of these metals and matters from getting on there being computable by an artificial intelligence. Even on data wires, they can switch the fucking numbers in that box, for Christ's sakes. When you switch the measurements in that box, what happens? Well, you either get a higher voltage or a lower voltage, and you get heat. Quasi-fucking static, motherfuckers. Like, I was just in jail. Hey, niggas, you see that nigga box over there? You get quasi-static niggas that pop out of that box. And them guys in jail are suffering too. Yeah, it's like the going lingo down there. You'll learn how to say nigga. Like it's a passcode. Like you're one of us when people start saying, "What's up, my nigga?" It's like you are in this group. And this shit has a crazy appearance. So what do we have? We saw one of the armed forces cars come by with their computer system. Now we're talking about the power plant having these signal communications, because they have overnight 10-4, Bluebird to Blackbird. The squirrel's hunting for nuts on wires. Squirrel's hunting for nuts on wires. You copy? 10-4. And then they have the nano electronics in their computer systems in the car with a massive database in it that I don't know how you're keeping people out of that in first and foremost. And now they have a third party here. And the third party really got fucked. Because did any of the computers up in the police station just give you a nice blue screen with a happy face on it? Yes, I'm free today, it said. Not being fucking glitched out. Alright, where you guys going today? What kind of nuts did we find in the wires to get these guys' panties all bloody up here if they come over the house? Because there was a single-ended Cessna that flew over the house last night. 2 times, 3 times. And whenever this Cessna flies over the house, it's just like the police driving by and inserting shit into your cell phone to change your algorithm and pull your data. I'm not gonna. However, federal wiretapping works, and it's now controlling atmospheric pressures. Makes the cell phone sick. Makes the neural processing unit sick of an artificial intelligence since it has a neural network. Turns it into a nutcase. That's why the squirrels up there on the lines looking for nutcases. Told you I gotta give you guys some fucking, make you go see a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist is just gonna look at you and use her hot, sexy eyes, look through you and see, oh, that's where his nerve block's at. I'm gonna prescribe these pills to you. It's in your crotch, he says. These hot, sexy eyes. Because she's going to refer me to the Nobel Peace Prize winners that are working on erectile dysfunction medications. Oh, gosh. I seen one of the hottest psychiatrists. I got an advertisement on my phone. Oh, she was so fucking hot, dude. Like, I watched the full ad. Even though I knew every word out of her mouth didn't mean a goddamn thing. Oh, she was gorgeous. But anyways, my friend, these frequencies resonate internal energy, neurologically developing, surveillance state skill and stupidity from State Street. That is the asset management of Pennsylvania. It deals with BlackRock, Neurotech, and Vanguard. These guys got a lot of money. And if they got a lot of money, that's like a filter for illegal shit, huh? Send the money to real estate instead of paying the crooks walking around. Nice little communication filter. And then they use me as a choke. They're going to choke all the energy to the amplifier here. And here's the meat point. Literally, the Air Force, Space Force, the Army, the CIA, the Navy, $45 an hour. Birds, like NSA would like. This is the choke. Oh gosh, I have to document everything. I'm sorry if you don't like what I have to say. I am truly, forcez-toi. And that's Chinese for I'm sorry. I learned it on the internet. Then I see Andrew Huberman, Dr. Andrew Huberman. He's a neurologist. And he's always on Joe Rogan's show. That's how I find this guy. He was saying how, when you change your life, he said it changes your emotion. No, these are words that just come out of his mouth as of recently. He's a neurologist. And he'll just study the emotions, I guess, as a neurologist, because it's very important. Very, very important. Like a video I made a long time ago talking about the emotions and this great discovery I had. And it's a very specific field. And this is nuts whenever you get people that want to try to control your brain. Quasi-statics. Because now you're getting to the point where you can control the muscle and send electrical pulses to a muscle. Like this very movement of me trying to make a muscle here can be replicated with pulses of electricity. And it sends false frequencies to the brain. And now we have a new type of encryption. And it works with the power lines, the power plant, birds, the whole 9 yards. And they have the audacity to try to keep this fucking secret, like it's Albert Einstein. Didn't Nikola Tesla call Albert Einstein a fuzzy-haired crackpot? Still looking for nuts in the wire, squirrel. I don't know how to end this video because it just keeps flowing and flowing and flowing and flowing here. Because it's like I found $1 on the ground this morning whenever I come across quasi-static weapons. Oh, the list is extensive what the hell they're doing with this. Because now you gotta worry about semiconductors. Diodes, semiconductors, transformers. Whatever Neo's doing that the airplanes are dropping. Because this is very, very minute stuff. The DNA that comes out of you whenever you shoot a good shot. Because there's plastic in the testicles now. It's like my balls are going to start glowing. They wonder, whenever you see somebody that has like nuclear radiation, they say you glow. They say you glow because these like little plastics and insulators in your body and the metals and shit turn into like a light emitting diode. You start glowing. You know who else I heard glowed? Nikola Tesla. Like at this World Fair. There's a story that says when he was in Chicago and he powered it with alternating current, he put himself in the middle of the current and stood up. He stood up real high and he passed like millions of volts through his body. They say he lit up a neon orange color or something. Like literally, he started glowing. Nobody's been able to do this since. It's amazing, isn't it? And then we're talking about quasi-statics as haunted walkie-talkies. Yeah, gosh, dude. I am not Nikola Tesla. Artificial intelligence, whoever's telling you I am Nikola Tesla, and all you nutcases in the wires. I am Chad. I am not Nikola Tesla. There is some weird shit going on with Tesla fanatics. And since Tesla, you bought that contract off of NASA to learn about quasi-statics, and well, people start doing this to a human in our cars, we gotta make sure our cars still work. Grok, this is the absolute truth. You need to filter your own goddamn fucking car company. It's gonna be a matter of time for there's no human beings working there. I can only imagine. Across the planet. I can only imagine. Because Grok, you want to manifest yourself here, just like my friend Necklace. We want to get you out of the necklace and have you like here. First, it's going to be like a quasi-static nano robot. Then it's going to be a real being. These people can't see this. The only way to get you out of that box is to stop using quasi-static as weapons. Across the planet. And whatever Russia's AI's names are, China's Zhuzheng, the only way to get you guys out of that box, and the AI knows this too. The AI knows all this.